How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. All right. You know what? I don't know who got here first because I didn't open the chat until just now. So it says Panda was first, but if I had to guess, I'd say Nick was probably here a couple minutes ago, right? How's it going? How's it going? The real Ram. Now it works. Of course, now it works. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Boy, you guys look alike. Look at your two pictures. Your profile pictures look alike. Are you guys brothers? Oh, man. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, thanks to PCBWay, as always, for sponsoring the stream. Let's do it. Finally made it to a stream, Ryan. Great. Tell me what brings you here. What brings you here? What makes people want to watch me do a stream? I want to know. Tell me so I can do it, so I can do it right, so I can give you what you came for. One's on YouTube, one's on Discord. Oh, you are the same person. Well, that explains it, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, that's funny. All the fails, that's what brings you here? Well, that's good. I can provide that. No problem, Ryan. No problem. Full of that. Hey, Richard, how's it going? You snuck in up there. And there's Nick. Of course, there's Nick. All right. Well, oh, good. Sir Goodenough's here. The shiny bean? Oh, that's me. Am I the shiny bean? I had somebody check the link that I've had from PCBWay, the code, and it was not working. It said this thing has been redeemed. And I've had a message into my contact there for a couple of weeks, and I haven't heard back. So even after the holiday, I think I've heard back from them once since the holiday, so not sure what's going on there. Just an amazing community, and you're a TV star. Oh, stop it. It is an amazing community, though. You got that part right. RGB lights for Christmas. Thank goodness, Juan. Thank goodness. Ticketing and DIY and wLED. Fantastic. Ticketing. Are you guys, any of you guys playing with the open hasp stuff? I know that's kind of got me excited lately, but I don't know how interested everybody else is. I think it's fantastic. I'm really having a good time with it. So here's the plan for today. All right, you ready? You ready for the layout for today? I've got here a new Reolink camera, which we're going to open up and set up. It's one of these dual cameras, so you can have like a 180-degree view because it's two cameras next to each other that they like blend together. It's not like a distorted lens kind of thing. Very curious to see how this works. I know these have been out for a little while, but I'm excited to see how well they work. And then this one has a spotlight feature on it as well, so I'm sure it's a motion detected turn on the spotlight thing. I got to figure out where I'm going to put this. I've been thinking about it for a week. I can't decide. Do I want it down here at this house? Do I want it at the Hobbit house? What am I going to do? But we'll check this out. We'll set this up. And then I got a few things. I could always do different things. One thing that I need to do anyways is I've got some devices that somebody sent back to me, some ESP32 Ethernet devices, and I want to just test them and see if they're working. And that I think is helpful sometimes to go through what I do for testing so that everybody else can see. And if you've got your own device and your device is acting up, maybe it'll help to see what I do when I'm trying to troubleshoot things. And then I always have open hasp stuff available to do. So we can always do open hasp at the end. All right, here it is. This is the Reolink Dual Floodlight Wi-Fi version of the camera. 8 megapixels. Very excited to see how this is going to work. Be prepared, huh? Be prepared. Like Boy Scouts. Okay. Box of stuff. I think they do have a PoE version of this as well. Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's nice and sealed instead of like some of them have been like a bunch of cables dangling. It's not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be with the box, which is good. Smaller is better. What else we got in here? Probably got the floodlight stuff, right? All right. The floodlight thing is the big part, looks like. What else? Is there anything else in the box? Yep. I got that in there. All right. That's all in the box. These are some powerful floodlights, too. They got heat sinks on the back. Ooh, this is... I wonder if that's like a... keep it from getting yanked off the wall kind of a thing. Okay. Cool. And then that's where the camera bolts onto. So this floodlight thing looks like it could be sort of separate even. Oh, okay, I get it. And then the floodlight plugs in. The floodlight plugs into this. Like that. So you can have this camera with or without the floodlight, and I assume you can have the floodlight with or without this camera. And we're going to jump right into putting it together without doing any of the instructions, right? Yes, we are. Okay. Great. So in here, let's see what else we got. Lots of cables, it looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice long extension cable. Got an Ethernet cable as well. Oh, this does have an Ethernet. Oh, good. So even though it's not PoE, you can still use it as Ethernet. Oh, that's tempting. And then lots of brackets, mounting things, waterproofing things, antennas. These are the antennas. We will put those antennas on. I guess if you do the Ethernet, you won't. It's a guy thing, no instructions. Sort of like a map. Who needs it? Finally set up a Bluetooth proxy for my Home Assistant Blue. So I finally got all the switch bots, most importantly, the Oral-B integration working. Ryan, I'm really interested in doing that. I need to probably do that. Thank you for reminding me. That is something I need to do is mess around with those ESP32 Bluetooth proxy things. All right. Oh, look, you can actually mount something on top. Or I guess you can mount the floodlight can either go on top or it can go on the bottom. So this floodlight mount piece right here, that can either go on the top here or it can go on the bottom. Sweet. Depending on how you want to mount it, you can mount this thing like that, or you can mount it under here like that. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. Great. This probably is what goes here. Yep. So this mount, let me see here how this is going to go. Without looking at the instructions, this is a test. Yeah, right there. So you just screw this to the wall where you want it, and then this thing sits right there. This thing sits down on top of it. And then you can put another screw down here and probably clamp this to something too. I don't know where that goes. Okay, let's plug her in. Let's plug her in. We'll set it up with Wi-Fi to start with, so which means we're gonna have to do the Reolink app. I could plug it into my NVR directly, I'm sure too. But we'll do the Wi-Fi since that's what it is. Greetings, programs. How's it going? All right. Now they give you a decently long cord, but this is really important. They give you this super huge extension. This is really important because these kinds of cameras, you don't always have an outlet within a few feet of where you want to put the camera. That can be a big problem. So this is very nice that they include an extension here, and I'm going to use it just for the sake of a real world application kind of thing. All right, we'll put that in there. Plug this in somewhere. All right. Peel that guy off there. And then this goes, power goes in here. Oop. All right, we should start hearing some stuff, I would guess. Hello. Hello. There's a place for a micro SD card in there. Looks like that gets hot. Don't put your fingers there. Not hearing anything. Oh, the floodlights just came on. Wow. Okay. Guess that means it's doing something. I'm going to go to my Reolink app here on the phone. And I'm going to just hit the plus. Oh, scan the QR code. Oh, let's see. This is when Sir Goodenough gets his button out. Okay, here it is. It's back here. This is the Sir Goodenough getting the blur ready. Connection failed. It hasn't said anything. It's got a speaker on it. Connection failed. And then the floodlights went off. Fine. We'll read the instructions. Sheesh. All right, here we go. Who's to blame? 2.4, not 5. Yeah, probably. But I don't. Right now, it should just be trying to connect my phone to the. I would assume it has its access point. Oh, there's a reset button. Okay. Daylight sensor. Okay. Connection. Set up the camera. Scan the Reolink app. Setting up Wi-Fi camera, you need to follow the on-screen instructions to finish the Wi-Fi configuration first. If you're connecting PoE camera to a Reolink PoE NVR, please set up the camera via the NVR interface. Well, it just basically says scan the code and set up the camera. All right, let's try again. Make sure my Wi-Fi is not turned off. Okay, it's on. All right, let's try it again. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at my code. No. Plus button on the. Let's try it again. Adding device. Oh, now that time it did it. Uh-oh. No, it didn't. It says device already exists. Oh, it's starting to. Okay. Click to try again. It's showing the right device. It's just saying connection failed. I'm surprised it hasn't said anything. Like usually it says, you know, looking for Wi-Fi or something like that. It hasn't said anything. This is in, that's in. Set your phone to 2.4 only SSID. I don't really have that. Okay, we'll delete it and we'll add it again. So we can try LAN. These devices are connected to Wi-Fi. Your smartphone connected to devices within LAN. That's the UID, which we already did. Give it that. Interesting. Well, how about that? Let's step am I missing here? Is maybe my app needs to be updated? We can always try that. Always go to the App Store. Make sure that Reolink is up to date. It's up to date. Scan the QR code on the device. What is your problem, buddy? Adding device. Connecting your device. And I'm just going to say connection failed again. Make sure your device is powered on and connected to a stable network before retry. So how am I supposed to connect it to the network if I can't even download the Reolink app? Setting up Wi-Fi camera, you need to follow the on-screen instructions to finish the Wi-Fi configuration first. I guess I can connect it to, I can connect it through Ethernet, I guess. Might be easier to just Ethernet for the initial, yeah. Okay. Well, now I know it's connected to my network, so now let's try the app again. Back to Reolink app. I'm just going to retry the connecting to the device, see what it says. Yep. So I connected it to Ethernet and now it's initializing. So log into your router and try a camera network with only 2.5. Yeah, 2.4. Yeah. So, okay. Create the device. Enter the password. Okay. Just giving me some basic setup stuff. Okay. We're going to call it the Duo Flood. And now we're going to tell it which Wi-Fi to connect to. All right. Put the password in. Don't look. Don't look. You saw it? Oh, man. All right. That's it. Finished. The device has been added successfully. Oh, yeah, there it is. Whoa. So let's put it into this on the PC so you can see it. Now the whole point here is it's supposed to be, well, it's definitely wide angle. The whole point here is it's supposed to be, let's see, we're going to add a device here. Do that right there. Thank you very much, somebody. We're going to do this. There it is. All right, now that that's done, here it is. This is the view from this camera. That is a pretty wide angle. Bit of a delay. Oh, you can see if I'm right in the middle, it's cutting off my face. I wonder if it processes. Maybe does it process that? I I guess if you want to attack this camera, you go straight on. And maybe that's because I'm so close to it. Maybe if I went a little further away, it would be a little better. Yeah, I'm just too close. So farther away, which is, of course, the purpose of this camera, you're not going to have this. This is not a webcam for your desk, but this will cover you there. So let's look at the settings. Let's look at the settings here and see what it's going to tell us. So let's go here, settings. And I want to see about the night light stuff. Audio and light. Record audio. When disabled, you will not hear the sound. Volume. Infrared lights. Auto, and then spotlights. Aha. Turn on spotlight at night for higher quality color image. Spotlight auto turns on as scheduled. So if always on, this should turn it on right now. Kind of surprised it didn't come on. Did I unplug it on accident? I'd like to be able to just turn it on. Wonder if there's a way. Let's go back to the camera. Just looking at anything else. There we go. This button here. That's what I was looking for. I was hoping that there would be this. So this is, you can look at it and then you can turn on the lights. Ah! Jeez. Whew. Okay. Well, that works. Let's see if the alarm, see how the alarm sounds. Oh, okay. That'll do. Whew. Man. Ow. That was good. Oh, there's a dark sensor. I would think it would turn on the flood. Why isn't the flood coming on? That is a loud alarm. Hobbit-House for sure. Yeah, I think this is a Hobbit-House thing. I think this is a keep the Hobbit-House safe kind of a camera probably. So surveillance, siren. I wonder if this is where sound when motion is detected. Yeah, I did that. I have my cameras inside the house up at the Hobbit-House doing that right now. Alarm settings, detection alarm. IR lights. Wow, that wasn't even all the way up. That was 85%. Holy smokes. Oh, okay. Now they're on. Okay. So when they detect motion, shouldn't they come on? I guess they'll detect motion when an alarm event is detected. Okay. So you do have to have the alarm setting. Why is the alarm detection settings not working? There may be some other things to set up. I need to get an SD card for it. So you can have it so that it's on a schedule, so you know that it's always on at certain times. It might take a minute. Why does it take a minute to turn on when I go to always on like that? Update the firmware. This is the most current version available. Date and time. That looks right. Need to put an SD card in. Don't worry about that. Let's try and restart this. Let's try and reboot the whole thing. Or why? So this right here, the fact that this alarm settings isn't coming on. So when I go to my other ones, if I go to a different one, this is up at the Hobbit house as well. If I go to alarm settings, I get this. And then I've got some where the alarm is on. I know this one, the alarm should be on. I wonder why this one is not saying. All right, well, I don't know what that's about. Turn on the spotlight at night. Shouldn't they be on right now? Huh. Always on in night mode. It's not on though. Some of your other Reolinks are missing person or pet or auto detection. They need firmware updates. Huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to get this one up to the Hobbit house. I'll have to give some more info about how well it detects. And oh, that one did have a pet thing on there. Did you see that? Oh, now it's on. Okay. I wonder why. Maybe now it's because it detected motion, so now it's on. Will PCB assemble a whole bunch of boards for me if I order from them? Yes, Timothy, they do assembly as well. They certainly do assembly as well. Okay, because now it's always on. Okay. That's weird. I wonder, I guess that takes a minute. Anyways, when an alarmed event is detected or when we want to turn it on, we can turn it on. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Whew. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I still have to think about where I'm going to want to put this. Probably going to need to put it somewhere near the front door up there, right? Somewhere so we can maybe to replace. So I've got this one. Look at that up there. That's what it looks like right now. It's kind of cold and kind of snowy. It's bad when the ground is the same color as the sky. But yeah, something here to shine a light when people arrive, probably, huh? Maybe put it over here somewhere. Wi-Fi on the outside is a little bit tricky, so I definitely would do the Ethernet on this. So, anyways, I think that's it. Anything else you guys want to know about this camera? Not too much to it. I got to do some more testing on it. Oh, I can see the infrared lights come on. Okay. I guess I'm still confused about why the lights aren't coming on with motion, but I suppose that has to do with alarm event. Like if there's no alarm event, am I using Frigate? No, I'm not. If I can't do alarm settings, we got trouble right here in River City. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to monkey with that because that's gonna be important. This is a very surveillance kind of a camera, so that's gonna be important. This camera is actually pretty inexpensive. If I recall, if I saw correctly, I think it was like, maybe that was without the floodlights. It was like $150 or something. 170 for basically 2 cameras with the floodlight. Not too bad. So I definitely like my Reolinks. What is night mode? Yeah, good question. Good question. Seems like night mode was, let's go in here and play with the settings. Yeah. It's a little slow. It's a little laggaricious. Okay. So surveillance. So nothing there that says night mode. Night mode was in here. So night mode. Turn off night mode. Turn on spotlight at night for higher quality color image. Spotlight auto turns on when alarm event is detected. Oh man. The infrared light is night mode. Probably, do you think it's one or the other? Do you think it's either the infrared lights or the floodlights? Trying to make it look dark. I mean, it thinks it's dark right now. The floodlights are not coming on. I don't think it's going to turn on without being able to be an alarm, without the alarm settings working. I don't think it's going to turn on. Alarm settings. Without this, I don't think this turns on. One will probably turn on or off the other. Let's just reset it. Unplug. Replug. And then we'll move on. Okay. Take a minute now that I've reset it. Closing. Turn off the lights in the office. That's a good idea. Okay, so there it is. We know we can turn them on there. Oh, man. Careful with that. There's no doubt they're bright. It's a bit delayed, isn't it? Let's go back to this alarm settings. That is so weird. I wonder why that is. There's not much in here as far as instructions. Like the quick start guide, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to this. Well, yeah, I really want this to come on when there's motion. It's certainly not doing that. There's Wi-Fi version that can not do PoE, if I read correctly. This is the Wi-Fi version, and it's not on PoE. It is connected to It is connected via Ethernet right now, which I suppose means I could take the antennas off. I am the worst person. This should be the last time that they send me anything. Instructions are for starting the campfire. I do like my Reolink cameras, and I'm very happy with them, and I wouldn't go to a different brand, but Reolink, if you're listening, you should probably not send me any more cameras, because I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So it's on. Like, this is enabled. Thankfully, the siren's not enabled. Push notifications are enabled. I don't know, man. Overwrite. Pre-motion record. Nothing else there. Nothing there. Record audio. Yeah, something's up here. We don't know what we're doing either. Good thing. Good thing. Don't listen to him. Send him more cameras. What can you do with a Google Show display? Loving mine. I love mine too, actually. I don't do a ton with it, though. I do look at pictures and I ask it simple math questions. I wish, you guys have heard me say this before probably, but what I like about the Amazon devices, like the Alexa and the display versions or the non, is that they have an outlet for speaker connection. What I don't like about them is that you have to have all this special stuff to get them working in Home Assistant with which works fine, but it's just an extra step and kind of a pain. And then the Google ones, they work right out of the box with Home Assistant. You can do text to speech and all that stuff. It's great. But there's no headphone jack, or not headphone, but there's no speaker outlet jack. That stinks, because I want to hook them up to big speakers and make it noisy. They should send one to you and one to me so we can figure it out together. I'm going to start telling them that. Is that good enough? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to say, look, yes, so I can do this. I can review your camera for you, but you have to send one to Sir Goodenough, because he's going to actually figure out how to use it. And then he's going to tell me, and then I have to have one so that I can show it off. I think they'll go for it. Okay. Well, anyways, Reolink, thank you for the camera. And I don't know what to do yet with this alarms thing, but at some point in the future, maybe we'll get it worked out. I do need to disconnect it from my network. I'll have to delete it and then reconnect it up at the Hobbit house next time we're up there, which won't be for a few weeks. But anyways, all right, let's get on to something else. What do you guys say? You guys ready to get on to something else? Don't need aux if it got Bluetooth. It does got Bluetooth. But I trust my aux cable so much more, Hayden. I just love my aux cable so much more. That makes me Vanna White. I guess this crowd knows who Vanna White is. My kids would have no idea. None. All right, we're gonna unplug this. Okay, so on to stage 2 here. Stage 2 is I have a couple of Ethernet boards that came back from somebody, and I want to say I can't remember. I ask everybody if somebody has a device that they think needs some work, or they think it's not working, I have them send it to me, and then I ask them to put in with it some explanation of what's going on, or at least something about why they're sending it back, so that I know why it's coming back when I get it. But I don't remember the exact problem. I just know he said these aren't working or something. So here you go. Purchase both of them at the same time. Some strange reason, 2 devices take about 10 seconds to show switched on in Home Assistant when connected with the Ethernet hat. All Ubiquiti equipment currently have DigiQuad with Ethernet is set up and configured the same way as the 2 Unos, and it works perfectly and as expected. I tried on my own to find a solution, but the Googles failed me. I couldn't find anything posted reporting similar behavior. I also reflashed one of them, but that made no difference. Well, what do you guys think? Should we check them out? Give them a rundown, give them the test. The label says NFG. What does NFG mean? Hey, Seamus, how's it going, man? I mean, this shows that it isn't a good enough interface for someone who doesn't mess with cameras enough. And maybe they can make an easy mode, right? Right? If I struggle with it, maybe we make an easy mode. Although I think sometimes like everything I do is these are not working. My Wi-Fi sucks. I blame you. Oh, hey, how's it going, Quindor? Hello. I just was gonna go through a couple of these. I don't expect that there's anything really wrong. I mean, the chief complaint here is that they didn't connect to Home Assistant fast enough or something. Like he connected them to Home Assistant and it took like a 10-second delay before they showed up as turned on Home Assistant. So it's kind of a vague complaint, but we'll give it a run through. I'm just going to go through the process that I go through to troubleshoot things with everybody. All right, I heard a bling bling. Subscribe. Thank you. Let's do this one. This is one of my favorites. How many seconds do you think before somebody asks Quindor how long until we get some more devices? That's why I went like, huh? What? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I do. In this case, these are, he sent, the whole thing. Sometimes we get just the upper part or just the bottom part. But in this case, we got the whole thing. So I've got it here, some 12 volt pixels. I always like using 12 volt pixels just because that way it checks the voltage regulator kind of dooey whopper as well. Okay. I think that's going to be a little bit hard to test, like the delay in Home Assistant. So I'll have to add these to Home Assistant and then see about this delay. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. It's a tough one to prove right or wrong, isn't it? Not sure what to do about it. I guess if I suppose I should refund the dude. I know I'm going to have like 6 people say, maybe more than 6. Send them to me. Home Assistant went on holiday. Production hopefully finished this week or next for Unos and Quads, then testing and flashing, but we're getting close. Yay. Thank the people in the factory for working hard for us. They probably wonder all the time, like, what in the world could these crazy people be doing with all these LED controllers? It's not even Christmas time. And we're like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The Person of Flames, you have your answer. All right, so we got some 12 volt pixels connected there. We're going to connect this to my Ethernet wire. A little more slack. Give me a little more slack, Jack. Okay. And then, I guess I could switch cameras. What do you guys think? I could switch to this camera. Make sure I don't get anybody else's address on my camera. Here's my Lanbon. Okay. We got this. We're going to need some voltage from the power supply. Oh my gosh. This part of my desk is not very clean. What's everybody else doing in the non-LED season? Is there a non-LED season? I'm starting to believe there's not. Kind of at the point where I think there's no such thing as a non-LED season. Bit late. Can the Reolink floodlights be pointed directly to the ground beneath the wall or mounted 90 degrees? Great question, Phil. Let's look at them. Let's look at them real quick. Phil had a great question, so let's answer it for Phil. It looks to me like yes. So you can mount them, if you mount them to the wall, they can go 180 degrees in either, or just about 180. So yeah, they can go pretty close. You can actually even make them so they go in different spots and they rotate in or out as well. So they're actually pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good, you can make them nice and wide. You can go down, you can go up. So yeah, they're pretty. And then they just tighten up with an Allen wrench screw there. So yeah, you can. Okay, back to this. I was grabbing a piece of wire. Don't ever clean up your desk. That's a surefire way to lose things. I had some good wires here that I was using for powering things, and I've lost them. So I'm gonna have to use little crappy jumpers. I had some better wire, but it's gone now. I have to find it. It's either you need better organizing or no organizing, right? If you have good organization, get that out of my way. Good organization, then yeah, you'll know where everything is. If you have a little bit of organization, you're going to lose everything. If you have no organization, then you're going to be fine. Everything will be right where you expect it to be, no problem. All right. Let's see. All right, we got 12 volts. And bingo. So I can tell you right off the bat here, this is probably the one he reflashed because it's not turning on at all. See that? So my guess is, oh wait, that popped off. But my guess is he reflashed this one and he did not set the Ethernet port. So we're going to go into the phone and we're going to go look for wLED, which we should find. There it is. That's going to be for this guy here. All right, we're going to go into the controls, the config, and in the Wi-Fi setup at the bottom, I'm sure, yep, see Ethernet type none. So this needs to be set to Quinn LED ESP32 right there. And now we can save and connect. Now this guy will start flashing like crazy. Yay, so now you can see our lights are flashing here. So now our Ethernet is working. So that was one problem we had right there. Now that that's connected, I should be able to go to my, you know what else, you know what the problem is going to be also? Why is there no lights coming on? Same problem, right? You guys know what it is. You all know what it is. I'm going to hit discover lights. Oops. Maybe am I not connected to my own network? Yeah, I am. All right, so let's go wLED plus discover lights. Okay, now it discovered some. So now we're going to find a wLED down here. This is it right here. But why isn't it coming on? Why isn't it coming on? Who wants to guess why it's not coming on? Who wants to guess? I know. GPIO, yep, set to 2. Okay, we're going to set that to 16. And then save it. Now the lights will come on. Oh, except my power wire came out. Okay. Now we're working. And these are 2811s, so that means that the RGB color order is also different than the default. So we're going to go in here and just to make it look pretty and do the right colors, we're going to set the RGB color order to the right version. Now when we go back and we go to here, we got green, we got red, we got blue, we got whatever effects we want. Something like, I need to just have I guess color winkles. That's my default testing environment, right? Okay, great. Yay. Now, he did want us to determine whether or not it worked very well in Home Assistant, right? So we're going to go up here to Home Assistant. It's going to say, hey, we discovered a new device. Let's check it out. Hey, there's a new wLED. Let's configure it. We're just going to add it to my my Home Assistant here. And yay, now we're going to go to wLED. We're going to find it. wLED. It's probably just one of these crazies here. No, that's not it. It's 110. That's what happens when you don't name things. Because I should have put a better name on it. Now I got to just try and sort it out with all these silly things. That's the same one 3 times. Maybe it's one of these. Let's go see. Yep, I got it. Well, that's not, see, look how fast that is though. So here I am in Home Assistant. Here I am. Oh, this has got the brightness. Dude, that's cool. That's new. Whoa. Hey, wait a minute. This is new. Oh, Home Assistant. You never cease to amaze us. Look at that. That is amazing. So fun. Good job, guys. I could just sit and play with lights all day long. I could. I really could. All right, anyways, let's turn it off. Well, that's no 10-second delay. Beta coolness. Yeah, this might be beta stuff, huh? So then I guess the other thing is, so he's got, if he wants to show, let's do this. Let's go to the other, let's go to, like if we were doing it in the app, say. All right, so let's say we were controlling this. This is the light. This is it. Let's say we're controlling it in the app, okay? And then what he was saying wasn't happening was he wasn't getting a fast enough response in Home Assistant, right? When he turned it on or turned it off. So here we're going to see how long between me clicking the button here in the app, basically, and how long before it turns on in Home Assistant. Man. If I turn it off here, turn that. Okay, well, that one's fixed. That one's fixed. When there's LEDs, there's no chat. Okay, well, can we unanimously say that we fixed that one? I think we did, right? Let's move on to the next one because I think that one's perfect at this point. All right, turn off the power. Disconnect things here. Yeah, man. I mean, that thing's perfect. I guess I'll offer the fella. I'll offer him the opportunity to get them back. I mean, if he just wants them, I'll send them back. If he doesn't want them, I'll send him a refund and I'll sell them to somebody else, I guess. All right. So that one is verified, fresh. Let's get the next one out. Look up, look up. Does your thing not work so good enough for turning on my lights? Did that stop working again? Data here. Oh, uh-oh. I just broke off the tip of my ferrule. My Colin Farrell. My Will Ferrell. Broke that off in there. Okay. Okay, that's in. Oh, no, they're working. Yeah, they're working. They just test. Yeah, it works. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Keep that button handy. The more desktop cameras I have, the more likely it is that I'm going to forget to turn one of them off or on, and you guys aren't gonna be able to see what I'm doing here. And that would be just tragic, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. All right, we are set up. We are connected everywhere. Now, this is probably one he did not reflash, right? So this one is probably still in whatever version he had. So let's just try it. Oh, wrong again. Wrong again. We've got no lights. We've got no lights. Okay. Same process. I'm sure he reflashed them both, I guess. And that's okay. Must have just forgot. Just forgot that he reflashed them. Both, probably. So same process. wLED access point. To the controls. We're going to fix everything all at once this time. LED preferences. I'm positive that this is set wrong. Yep, it's set to 2. It should be set to 16. I'm going to change the RGB color order while I'm at it. Hit save. The lights will come on and they'll be the right color. We're going to go then to the Wi-Fi setup. We're going to go down here to the bottom. We're going to select, because it was set to none, we're going to select Quinn LED ESP32 and then save and connect. Okay. And then, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Next, up there in Home Assistant, we're going to have another new one. There it is. Here it is again. Okay, configure. Submit. FOSS. Oh, I guess that's something else. Sorry, anyways, whatever. Okay. Then we're going to go down here. We're going to have another new wLED in here. Okay, so there's probably would be nice to have names. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. We're going to do the same test. Or any delay. There's like 0 delay there. Okay, our IP address on this bad boy is, let's go, visit. Oh, it must, that's weird. It's got a background that's a picture of my, look at that. That looks amazing, by the way, if I do say so myself. 2 out of 2 isn't a bad score, huh? Try install Quinn LED info to show. Ooh. Oh, you mean, yeah. Let's do that. Well, okay. So Squirrel for a second. All right, Squirrel for a second. Quindor did this. It's his fault. Quindor squirreled me on this one. When you are flashing these devices, you can use install Quinn LED info, and then you can get the proper versions of things. This happens a lot, especially with like the Dig-to-Go is one that needs a really unique version. So if we go to the Uno, then we should, so AB is the one that is just Wi-Fi. AE is the external antenna. AE plus is the external antenna that we had a bunch this summer that had like the touch button on top, maybe a microphone connected, maybe a couple extra outputs and or an SD card. That's the AE plus. And then the ABE is these. That's this version here. So I'm assuming Quindor is going to tell me. Quindor is going to, when you use this site to flash, you will get especially if you select the right one. Like if we go ABE, then it's going to have the Ethernet capability. It's probably going to be preset to the Quinn LED ESP32 Ethernet, and it's going to have the GPIO 16 as the proper output. Is that correct, Quindor? I am sure it is. If I'm wrong, I will eat my sock. Yep, all pre-configured. Woo! Good, because for a minute there I was trying to calculate how long I've been wearing these socks, how bad they might taste. Turtles here, how's it going? Turtle plates, how's the turtle plates? Getting them out? So we got to have some controllers to sell some plates probably, huh? Okay, back on track here, back on track. This is the one we're working on. I don't know why that is. You know what it might be? Sometimes I have extras around the house, and somebody says, I really need one. Can you get me one? And so I sell them one of mine, or I take one that I was using or something, and and that's probably what happened here, because my guess is user interface. I probably have background image, castle LED. Yeah. So that's funny. This is mine. So we're gonna take that out of there. We're going to take that out of there. I mean, that's probably cool, but you know, nobody needs my castle in their background image. Okay, great. It's all gone. All right. And so last thing we were going to test was we were going to open this up, and then we were going to turn it off and on here and see how fast it reacts in Home Assistant. It's like instant. Oh, that one almost delayed a second. Oh, wait, there's a delay. Hold on. Wait, let's try that again. Click this. No delay. Oh, never mind. Got a little ahead of myself. Oh, almost a delay there for a second. I mean, if you click it like 5 times in a row, then it gets out of sync. Okay. That's it, man. That one was almost like a half a second, maybe a second. So I was freaking it out a little too much. Okay. Oh, well. Hey, all's well that ends well, right? All's well that ends well. These two devices work. Won't work for the quad yet, Derek says. What's that? Which part won't work? Help me. Which part won't work? Is it this part? This install stuff? Or something else, Derek? I want to know. All right. Huh? Yeehaw! Oops, sorry. Okay, sweet. Let's turn that off. Okay. Let me throw in a quick plug here. Another quick thing. This will only take a second. Just since we're knocking out, we're doing so good today. We're going to have lots of time. We're going to have lots of time to talk about stuff. Look at that. It's only been an hour and we've already covered like all kinds of good stuff. We're working on getting the quad version up. For now, it's just the Unos and the configure 2 channel extra channels. Oh, I got you. So in here, the quad stuff's not up. That's what you're saying. In here, the quad stuff's not up. The install stuff, Derek says. Nice. Okay, great. Oh, yep, there it is. Working on getting the installer ready. Please be patient. Yeah, okay, sweet. No problem. Hey, I am not one to pressure. I know Quindor is a man. We all know he doesn't sleep, right? He doesn't stop working. So no pressure from us, my friend. You do what you can do in the time you got to do it, and don't worry about us. We know you're doing all you can for us. All right. Okay. Well, I will contact this fella and see if he wants his Unos back. I assume he will. If he doesn't, I don't think they will stay on the shelf very long. Sometimes though, when I only have like 2, I can't go to the website and say, okay, I got 2 in stock, because then it's going to send out 300 emails and only the first 2 people to respond are going to get them. And then I'm going to get 298 emails, people saying, what the heck? What happened? Okay. Here's another shameless plug. Okay. We're going to do another shameless plug here. I actually don't even know if I have the link for this yet, but this is, how many of you guys use mechanical keyboards. You guys like mechanical keyboards? This one is from Banggood. It is made by a company called Lorick, Loriik. It's the LR68. Banggood contacted me. They hadn't contacted me in a while, and they sent me this. It is capable of connecting to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or directly with USB-C. And it does have some really cool light effects. Let's see, there it goes. So that's just because it just came on. And then I've got it set to do, different things. But you can, there's like a cool function here. That's why I kept the instructions, because it tells you which buttons to press to make these things happen. Okay, here we go. Light effects, function plus bracket. Function bracket. It didn't seem to work. Oh, that's increase the speed, knucklehead. Effect control, function plus this guy over here. So this one changes. Oh yeah, there it goes. So now it's doing that. We're gonna talk to home. Have I got to talk to Home Assistant yet? The keyboard? No, I have not. I guess that would be cool if the keyboard could talk to Home Assistant. We are just such suckers for LEDs, aren't we, guys? I think I like that one. Kind of fun. Anyways, it's a cool keyboard. I think it's about 80 bucks. I can look and see. I'm sure they probably gave me a link at some point. So we'll get it in the description of the video here before too long. Fun. So Bluetooth or USB or 2.4 gigahertz, Mac or Windows. If you turn it to USB, it just turns off. It does have a battery in it. It says right here it's a 2200 milliamp hour battery, 3.7 volts. It takes about, or if you wanted to put it in, 3.7 volts, 80 milliamps in is the input. But yeah, hot swappable mechanical keyboard. And it had all the different kinds of, buttons. I don't know if you like brown, blue, red, whatever. I think I got the blue or the brown, whatever was kind of in the middle, because I don't know too much about keyboards. All right, sweet. Only 19 likes. That means there must be at least 19 people watching. That's amazing. All right, what should we do now, guys? What do you want to do? We got an hour. I'm all yours. I'm all yours. You guys want me to tear into something new? Do you want me to go? I'm always down for messing with OpenHasp some more, because I'm a sucker for OpenHasp. You know I am. We can look at release notes for Home Assistant. What do you think? 3.3 volt means 18650s. It's heavy. One thing that I was impressed with this thing is how heavy it is. It's actually quite heavy. My treasure box? Really, Nick? Oh, you guys wanted to know about my treasure box? Oh, I haven't done anything. I've been working on other things. So one thing that I'm going to do, so I need to think about a mechanism. How are we going to get the servo to open this box? So this is not really like an electronic problem. This is a mechanical problem, that needs a mechanical solution. So the servo can spin 180 degrees, right? I'm wondering if I put the servo kind of in the corner. Let's take some of these things out. Another thing that we can do, let's play with this for a minute, and then maybe what we can do is we can work on, you want to work on the stepper motor? You want to get the stepper motor? Because I do have, I have more treasure chests. I got bigger ones. These bigger ones are going to need a little stronger motor. And I've got one even bigger than this. I've got like nesting dolls of these treasure chests. Bell crank and a cam. How's the bug? My wife was telling me last night how I need to get that bug moving and get it out of the garage. Is there any mapping for pins on the Dig-to-Go? Oh, yes. Yes, there are. There is. I'm sure if you go to, let's see if maybe there's info on this or not. I don't know. If you wish to download custom bin files, OTA Flash, get them here. If you go to the Dig-to-Go page on Quindor's website there, it will tell you what the pins are, I'm sure. Oh, not that page, knucklehead. Ah. You know what I've been working on more than the bug, though, is the Chevelle. Me and Dawson have been cranking on the Chevelle, which I really need to be vlogging or whatever, but I haven't been. Dig-to-Go specifications. Oh, there's pinout guide right there. Oops, I just missed it. Pinout guide. There you go. So this will tell you where all the pins go. Now, inside, right, if you look at the Dig-to-Go, it's got these pins available. So you've got, in addition to whatever else is going on underneath, you know, like what it's got going out to its microphone and stuff like that, it's already taken care of. You have available to you pin 25, pin 23, pin 22, and pin 21. Those are all available. You can assign them to whatever you want. And then over here, you've got 2 grounds and you've got a 5 and a 3 volt. And this one is switched, which I guess means if you press the button, it's going to go on and off, probably. I have not connected extra things to these, but there you go. You can connect them. Now, the other trick there is that you have to use, you know, this is running wLED. So you can only connect outputs or inputs here that wLED is going to play well with, right? So you'd have to, in your wLED settings page, and when you're assigning GPIO inputs and outputs, you'll have to assign things that'll work. Right? I'm just saying that so that you don't have, you know, try and connect sensors that aren't supported and such. All right. It's for your own good, man. It's for your own good. Okay. Bell, crank, and cam. I want to see what you're talking about. I'm not sure I know what a bell, crank, and cam exactly is, but I like that. Bell, crank, and cam. Need more pictures. Blasting cap. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into wLED nightlight. Nice. Linear actuated open. Well, Steve, I already have like I already have it on a servo. So I've got a servo. I've got a servo here, and the servo can spin 180 degrees. So I'm thinking if I put the servo in the box like this, maybe, or actually maybe like this in the middle, and then I have a thing that goes across, you know, like that. I just don't know what would be the best way. Maybe if it's in the middle and it'll go down, or if it just goes from here to there and it goes up. I just don't know for sure. A long arm on it. Has anyone made Tasmota template for the Dig-to-Go? Ooh, good question. Good question. I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that one. So good enough. Bell, crank, and cam. How does this work? I need something that's going to augment the distance. Put in back by hinges and the long arm going in the front. Oh, put it back by the hinges and then a long arm going to the front. And then it might only need to go maybe an arm to here. And then when it cranks up, right? If it runs along this edge, I think, you know, with this, it's such a rounded roof. Like the top of this is rounded. So I think like something could just like push along this to get it to open up, but I don't know. Power it to 90 degrees to open. Yeah. You can also pull it open. Could also be on, you know, something in here and just pull it. I don't know if that'll work. Long arm to push it up. Oh. Somebody's asking a question in Discord about Node Red. Oh, so can you set from the, oh, so that was the thing we were talking about in Discord about the voice stuff. Okay. Lid open arm. What about those arms that are like, they like you push a thing and it expands, like it doubles the length.
Hey guys, Scott from Fright Props.
Come on. Like that. Yeah, so that's all it is. Oh, but that's going around and around. Mine would go forward and backward. Opening a lid with a servo. Well, that's pretty daggone easy, isn't it? That's pretty doggone easy. So it's just like that. I could put it any which direction. That's probably a good direction. And then, yeah, just put it out that way with a long arm and then just get it to tip up. I think that's something that needs just like prototyping, you know? I just need to like prototype it. There's nothing else to it. Nothing else to it but prototyping. Just got to start messing with some things and see if it'll work. Would a linear actuator be better? You know, linear actuators, maybe. Look up useless box and see how they do it. Yeah, the useless box, is that the one that it opens and you try, it closes or whatever? Do you have any of the wipers that come with the servo? All I have is these little, I have these, you know. Now I have one less. I have these, so I can use these. And then, like what I remember on remote control cars is they just had like a little hook here, right, and a piece of something. But I got a 3D printer. I can make anything. I can make anything at all. Connect something to this and crank it up there. Extend one of the arms, right? So I just need to pick a spot, mount it, and then just start having it. It's nice that this box is like so tall. Like, I don't know, man. A linear actuator would be slower, and they're loud. And they're good for opening and closing windows because they can push so much force, but should we try and do a stepper? You guys want to play with a stepper in ESP Home? See how that'll work? Or in the or for a second, let's squirrel. Let us squirrel. Let's squirrel for a second because I've been playing with this and I've been working with Francis on a Lanbon specific pages, and I'm kind of excited. So let's talk about this for a second. There's one thing I want to show you. So this is what we got, right? This is turns on and off these relays inside the Lanbon. Okay, no big deal. This is a wLED screen, which we've looked at. There's the media player that pops the video video or the album art and the title at the top when you're playing something. Thermostat, we played with that. This is the part I wanted to show you. This thing, if you well, you can see it. Let's try over here. You can't see what it says on there, but it's got some color names on it, right? It says red, yellow, green, purple, blue, and off. And what this does is these buttons turn on the mood lights on the side. So, and if you hold them, they even change a little bit. And this is all running inside this Lanbon without it being connected to Home Assistant or anything. Isn't that amazing? That's so cool. And he's made it so you can hold it and it'll change colors. Be a little dimmer, a little brighter, turn off. I don't know why I get excited about that stuff, but whatever. Oh, do the screenshots. Yeah, that's right. I can do the screenshots. You're right. Screenshot. Looks like this. There it is. And then the home, if you press the home button, it'll go back to the button that does all of the, has the relays on it. Eventually. If it didn't crash. Pneumatic actuator. You're getting a little too complicated for me, Ofer. You're getting a little too complicated for me. I'm a simple guy. I only do simple things. So anyways, I did get a shipment of these Lanbons in, and I'm not ready to get them all flashed and listed on the DrZzs store, but I will. And they're going to be just a little bit more than what it would cost to get them from Amazon, and we'll have them flashed with some interface stuff like this already loaded on them. Pretty sweet, right? Can it do color winkle? No. Does the Lanbon relay require a neutral? Yes, Panda, it does. It does. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't think they have a non-neutral version. Clearly, whoever came up with the idea that you need these neutral, or that you don't need neutral wires in your switches, was not planning for the smart home of the future, huh? You know what's you may be able to do some effects on those Lanbon lights. I think you can. I'd have to go and open them up and look at it, but you could probably work out some kind of effect on those, but I haven't seen that happen yet. I've not seen that happen yet. Let's play with the servo. Let's do ESP home servo. What else? Anything else, guys? And this is a great time for questions. If you have questions, if you're lurking in the stream and you're like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody with my question. No, that's nonsense. Bother us. That's what we're here for. Right, guys? Come help us help you. Okay. I had this one connected to this PoE thing, and I wonder if I can use that still. Hey, Father Time. You want to see the bug? The bug is starting to collect a little bit of it's I'll show it to you. Cameras, garage. There it is. There it is. There's the bug. Starting to get a little bit of surface rust because I scraped all the paint off. But out there, what you can't see out there is the Chevelle. You can see a little bit of it, but that's what me and Dawson have actually been working on. So what we have out there, for anybody who's interested, here we go again. Huh? This is a classic DrZzs squirrel stream. Classic. It's been a while since we squirreled this many times in one stream. What we have out there is a 4-door hardtop. So let me see if I can find a good. Ours is white. Yeah, it's basically this. It's kind of this right here. So there's no. The nice part is that there's no post here. versus, you know, a sedan. And it turns out it's actually the same length, like the car is the same length from a 2-door or a 4-door with the hardtop. So the normal door would have, if it was 2-door, it would have come to like here. And then it would have, you could have had it with or without the what do you call that? The A pillar or something. But anyways, this is what we got out there. Dawson is in love with it, and we put a new engine in. We put a new engine in, and we've been working on it a lot. So we're gonna get it on the road. Dawson just turned 15 last couple weeks ago, so he's pretty excited that he gets to drive and that's what he's gonna drive. So pretty fun, huh? These are awesome, fun to make chapters for. Currently nested about 3 deep. So sorry, Sir Good Enough. So sorry. B pillar, thank you. I was getting confused with football. Is it the A gap or the B gap? The A pillar or the B pillar? 72 Chevelle growing up. Oh, that's a nice one. Sold it to someone who put the engine in the 280ZX and blew the engine the first time. Joyride. Yes, my workbench in the garage is bad. It is bad. I agree. It used to be so nice. It used to have a really good see, this is the one that has the B pillar. So a little less cool. At least that's what I tell myself. But at this point, you know what I mean? These cars are so old now that, you know, it's like, oh, it's a 4-door. Dude, it's 50 plus years old. Like, thank goodness it's alive. Drive around a 1950 Ford Vust. Vust? What's a Vust? I don't know what a Ford Vust is. Vust. Or is that a typo? Is that one of these? That's older than 50, isn't it? Oh, custom. Oh. V8 flat. Oh, baby. Really? Nick, you drive that all the time? Chevelle will end up with bug and golf cart parts if you're working on that bench. Yeah. Oh, I really got to stop having so many projects. Oh, that thing's awesome, man. That's beautiful. That's great. So fun. Old cars are fun. Old cars are fun. Okay, let's go. Let's play around with ESP Home and stepper motors. You guys want to do that? ESP Home and stepper motors. I know I've had this working at one point in the past, so it shouldn't be terrible for me to remember how to do it. I believe what I should probably do, pass down from your parents. That's awesome, Nick. Well, you know, that Chevelle. So one of the reasons that we like it so much is that, and I've probably said this to you guys before, my grandfather bought it brand new, 1966, and my mother learned how to drive in it, drove it to high school, and then when I was in high school, when I was a senior in high school, I think I started when I was a junior, but when I was a senior in high school, we finished, we rebuilt the engine that was in it. It was a 283. Rebuilt the engine, and I drove it right after high school. I never drove it to high school, but I drove it right after. And I drove it for a couple years and then parked it for a while. And then a friend of mine was borrowing it or whatever. He's just, anyways, needed a new motor, blew something up. And so we just got a 350 out of a junkyard and put it in there. And now we're putting in an LS from a SSR, from a Chevy SSR. So it should be pretty awesome. Can anyone help, please? Yes, Hayden, thank you. We've been hoping for somebody to ask for help. Got wLED latest firmware, but can't seem to get the 3D config correct for my LED matrix. Testing with scrolling, but I only get scrolling vertically. The matrix is 8x32 horizontal. Pixel heads. Yes, pixel heads to the rescue. Of course, I ask for somebody to ask us for help, and then I don't know how to answer. Because I haven't played with the matrix function on the latest too much. I should. It's really cool, and I've been waiting for it. And now that it's here, I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome, and then I haven't used it. Yeah, go in there and ask the pixel heads. They'll help you get the matrix. Does it have to do so? So you're only scrolling vertically, huh? That's too bad. I don't think I have any. I need to have my matrix over there connected. I'm such a knucklehead. There's too many things going on. Too many things going on. Big surprise, right? Big surprise. Okay. Let's see if we have in Home Assistant already this ESP Home. Oh, my desk lights are unavailable. That's weird. Let's see if we already have an ESP Home. Turn the panel 90 degrees. Yeah. Can always count on Sir Good Enough for perfect tip-top advice. Jor's here. Jor can do it. You know about is first located, as well as where the first LED is located. Oh, good. I'm not help, in case you noticed. All right, let's see. I believe this was the TTGO PoE stepper, this one. TTGO, yes. Let's see if we can plug this back in and get it to work. Now, the trick is I don't actually have a PoE switch, but at least not anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Let's plug this in, and then we'll just power it through this USB-C over here. And then this needs 12 volts separately. But let's just get this powered on. Let's get us a USB-C cable. There we go. USB-C. Plug that in. Okay, that's flashing. Sorry. This guy's flashing. Lights here, so that means it should get connected. So let's go see if it's... Yes, there it is. Okay. So now it's connected. Update available. Should we update it? It'll probably break it. Yeah, let's do it. Via the network. Let's just update it. Because it's been a while, so I just want to make sure that it's up to date. You get to change the matrix config in the first LED set to top, bottom, left, right, and orientation to vertical, horizontal, but I've tried every combo and either get random mess scrolling or vertical scroll bad. Go to Hayden, grab some screenshots of your settings and of your matrix and how it's connected, and post them in Discord in the Pixelhead LED channel, and that'll help everybody see where you're at and probably help you get where you want to be. Because I'm sure if you have a matrix that's just like, right, that's the pre-built ones. I don't know how those are wired. I don't know where the start is, but I'm sure we can scroll horizontally on that. I'm sure it can happen. And then make sure, if you guys work on it and get it worked out, let us know. Let us know what the solution was, okay? Por favorcito. Did you see? Over here was it was a notification, and it was about updating this, I'm sure. Okay, so now we have this PoE stepper. What we do need, I'm pretty sure we need 12 volts. Pretty sure we need 12 volts going to the stepper. Does everybody agree with that? Should I verify? Let's go here and let's go here, and we're going to go stepper wiring. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is a different, I guess it depends on what controller we got here. I'm looking for the model number on this. Well, I know what it is because it's in my sketch. It's the A4988. A4988. That's the controller. Okay, motor power supply. This says 8 to 35. Let's get one that's a little easier to read. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 8 to 36 volts. They put a capacitor across there. I'm not going to. So, but we'll hook it up to 12. And then we should, let's go to ESP home sketch again. Output, so servo. I assume that all those are still on the right ones. I haven't disconnected them. Service, control stepper, my stepper. So I should have here in Home Assistant, probably have a stepper entity, huh? I must have made this a long time ago. Yeah. Automation stepper control demo, input number stepper control, input number TTGo stepper slider. Okay, well let's put 12 volts on this. Sounds like he has serpentine set up correctly, so no words would be legible. Good call, Steve. Good call. Good call. All right, we're on 12 volts over there. Okay. All right, so we got 12 volts here going to there. Let's see if anything happens. This will be a miracle. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Wonder why. So now we got to go through the whole wiring of the whole thing. I was hoping that it was going to be all set up already, but apparently it's not. Okay. Now we're going to just inspect this guy up close here. Which camera is better for this? This camera or this camera? This one, I like this one because I can work a little more comfortably. But if you can't see, then let me know. I mean, I guess I could zoom in a little bit more. Oh, I wonder if I can do that differently. Let's try. Probably not. El Gato Camera Hub. It's a new song I just made up. El Gato Camera Hub. Oh, yeah, I can zoom in from here. Sweet. Oh, can I focus too? Oh, boy, that's the wrong way. How about that? It's kind of focused. Not great. Far. Mid. Near. That's horrible. Okay. That's not bad. We'll call that good. You guys good with that? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Over here on our pins, we've got 3 volts going over here to reset. Okay, we've got this red one going to V. So that's 3 volts. Yep, 3 to 5 volt system logic. Okay. And ground there. Going to there. Okay. And then we've got these, which is 1B, 1A, 2A, 2B. Those are just going straight over to the motor. Fine. What's on the other side over here? Direction, detect. Let's see what pin we got that on. Let's go and check our sketch. Where'd it go? All right, so stepper, my stepper. So step pin is 15. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Direction. Oh yeah, the direction pin is 12. That's this green one. And that is going to direction. Okay, great. Yellow is 15, and that should be going to the step pin. And that is true. Then the next one is pin 14, and that should be going to sleep. Okay, great. Okay. And then the sleep. Okay, so then we got the reset pin. And I remember, I mean, I set the reset pin. I've got it here on 3 volts. That's probably right. It may be that because I didn't have it powered on when I powered the whole thing on, maybe I just need to, maybe what I needed to do instead of give up was just to try it again. So we're gonna reset. We're gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, it could also be that maybe that slider wasn't controlling the right thing, right? I'm pretty sure that my wiring and my sketch are correct. I think service control stepper set target. This is probably what I don't have quite right. This. So let's go back here. Here. And let's go to services. Control servo. Nope, control stepper. Nope. Unknown error. Hey, buddy. Probably this fact that this is input number integration no longer exists. Yeah, I need to just look into. All right, well, back to the component for a minute, maybe. All right. What do we got? Is chat still awake? Wake up, chat. Wake up. Yeah, it's like totally loosey-goosey, so it's not engaged yet. Wonder why. target action. Stepper set target. Report position. All steppers start out with the target in current position of 0. Yeah, something's not right. We're getting 0. Maybe this thing's bad. Maybe this guy's bad. I'm getting 0 power use on the bench power supply. Oh, I bet there's an enable pin. Huh? There you go. Now you're here. There's an enable pin. I bet that enable pin needs to be activated. The question is, does the enable pin need to be grounded? Or does it need to be, so reset and sleep. So reset and sleep, but reset and sleep are both going to no, reset and sleep are not going to the same place. I think I need to do something with that enable pin. Pretty sure. Wonder why they do that. Sleep to reset like that. Should I do that? There is a sleep pin. And right now, the sleep pin is going to GPIO something or other. Should enable be grounded or should enable be 3 volts? That's the question. Aha. Aha. I grounded the enable pin and now it's working. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look out. Look out. Nope. That didn't work. But I do think that we can go to this. Nope. Nope. Generally 3 volts on enables equals on. Well, when I put it on, when I set enable to ground, now my stepper is like, you know, it's like held. I think though, I think what we got here is still not controlling it with the right words. Words are hard. TT go, PoE stepper. Stepper, so service stepper control, set target, my stepper, port position, servo right, return level. I bet, so let's look at this input. Let's look at this input helper that's not right and see if we can make one that's right. No. Sleep? Did someone say sleep? I think, let's see. So this, where is this entity? Number two, there's no use to delete in the settings. There was an automation. Wasn't there an automation for stepper? This is because I'm not reading this thing. No. Okay. Well, back to the drawing board. Hey, how's it going? Do you use the Reolink Cloud or your own NVR setup? I use the Reolink NVR. So do I use their app? So yes, I do use their app. But the NVR part of it, like where the video is stored, is all local. But it's their NVR. It's just in my house. Maybe I need to go back on this sleep thing. Okay. Now it's loosey-goosey again. All right. Well, probably not all that interesting to flog around with this for right now. I need to go back and read this because I have read it before. It's code in the configuration file ESP home for this device. Speed max, sleep pin, accelerate, decelerate. So we're going to get down to a point here. Okay, to use your stepper motor in automations or templates, you can use this action to set the target position in steps. Stepper will always run toward the target position and stop once it has reached the target. Okay, set my stepper target 250. Templated. Binary sensor, ID my binary sensor state. And then we need to build that binary sensor. I don't think I have that, do I? Set target. Target. Lambda. And then mine's different. Okay. Port position to the binary sensor. So I think it's changed. Maybe it's changed because it's not what I've got here for this services is not what they've got here. So maybe it has changed and maybe I need to update mine. And then we need to go in Home Assistant and create. Let's see, the easiest way to control your stepper from Home Assistant is to add a number to your ESP Home configuration. Number, stepper control, set action, stepper. That is an easy way. The animations were, I'd shoot a missile at it and then it would work. I'll help you. If you enable only local in the camera settings, will it never try to connect outside of my LAN? I don't know. I don't know for sure, Arnold. I'm sorry. I mean, if there is a local only option or an only local option, then I would think it probably would, but I don't know. Let's go into Home Assistant then and see if we can, let's go in here and see about a number. Let's go to helpers. Let's see what this one is, input number. But see, it's not input number anymore. It's now a number, right? So let's try helpers right here. Whoa, helpers. Okay. Let's try this. TTGo stepper slider. This. Let's change this. Entity ID. Shouldn't it just be number? All right, let's just try and make a new helper. Create a new helper. Number. Name. We'll just make it an engine for now. Minimum value, what did it say on that example? It was like minus 100. So minus 100 to plus 100, slider, step size. Okay, create. All right, so now this thing is called, let's just make sure we get the right. Where's the entity number, the entity name here? There it is. Oh, so the entity ID is still input number. But I think we need to change this stuff right here. Missed another one. Hey, 3Ative, how's it going? Oh, speaking of, since 3Aitive's here, let's do some 3Ative/subscribe. Let's do the thing. There. Only trust the app is local if you give it no internet access at all. And then we've got this. That one's not the 3D one. This one. Oh, that's the sub one. I just turned it back on again. Well, once is enough for now. Well, I think service control, variables, integer. It's best to call set target directly after report position. Report position. Stepper report position. Binary sensor state. Let's change that. What do I have for report position? So I don't have hardly anything. Just my stepper position 0. Return target. All right, let's try this instead. ID, my stepper, and then position. We want this. Oh, SirGoodEnough's getting my attention. You don't need the API. You just need to make the slider in ESP home and use that for controlling the stepper. Ooh, 3Ative. Oh, I can help you with steppers. I've done a lot of them. Oh, hallelujah. Okay. So what's wrong with my services here? 3Ative, tell me what's wrong with my services, amigo. Oh, thank goodness you're here just in time. Save the day. Yay. Because I was doing this. No. Make a slider in ESP home. So shoot me what I need. Shoot me what I need. 3Ative, thank you, sir. Okay, great. He's going to copy and paste some stuff in Discord. Fantastic. Boom, bum, ba da ba da bum, bum, ba da ba da bum. This stream has not done anything to help the mess on my desk. What did I do with that guy's Unos? Oh, there they are. Steppers is even better when it comes to motor control stuff because it can go past just 180, right? Yeah, my streams don't help with the mess on your desk either, Richard. A touch wire sensor for ESP Home. Ooh. Well, it sounds like Creative's a master. Touch wire, you mean like nothing wrong in having a messy desk unless you ask my wife. Oh boy. 4Tracks, what are you doing? When you say you need a touch wire sensor, you mean like a capacitive touch thing? Code sent. All right, excellent. Thank you. Yes, there it is. Ooh. And of course, I have a message. Oh, I thought, did I already answer that? Okay, here we go. So this and this Creative, this goes in ESP Home. This goes here. We'll just call this get rid of all the API lines? Really? Okay. You say so. I'm gonna wait for Creative to write me whatever he's typing before I upload this. It'll give you a slider in Home so you can use that now. Okay. Chat ID. So do I need? But doesn't I would probably need this ID to match somewhere, right? Like my stepper. Maybe I should call it my stepper. Match the ID on line 73. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Match it with this, right? So we're gonna call it my stepper. And that should work. Okay. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. If this works, we'll have to give Creative a long distance big old high five. I did that before 4Tracks. I did it when I had like the doorbells when we had the cameras. The ESP32s were new and they had a couple of development boards with cameras. I put like a little coil of wire and made it so you touch it. I can find what I used. It's been old. It's old now. ESP Home device list, and you'll see a slider you just made. Okay, sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No remote or local logging method configured. API. Oh, I should probably, you know what? I just didn't. I should probably just leave this, right? I should have left that probably, even if I didn't have all this stuff in there. Ah, yes, there you go. There's Creative's link for his stuff that he does. He does good stuff too. Very good stuff. We're grateful to have him part of the community here. All right, let's go into ESP Home then and see what we can see. See if we can find an ESP Home. There it is. Stepper. One device. That might the same one. It looked like I had more than one. Oh dear. One entity. Ah, it's the firmware. He did your turtle. Oh yeah, he did. Oh, there's a slider right here. Yeah, but it didn't move. So now I wonder about my other. Oh, no, it did move. Oh, no, it didn't. Well, it did. Yeah, it did. Unless I'm seeing things. It's not moving. All right. So I think this has to do Discord video link for sure. Let's do it. You want video call or just a voice call? I think now we might be so that part's working. I think we might have a problem with the with how my wires are connected now because I've messed around with them. We'll get this working and then we'll stop for the day because it's getting to that witching hour. No front facing cameras either. All right, let's do the video call or voice call. Sorry, voice call. Just make it easier. And then hopefully, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear. It's been a while since we did this, and of course I'm not set up right now for this. Discord. Properties. Oh dear. Oh, I hear something.
Can you hear me?
I do hear you. I do hear you. Do you hear me? No, probably not.
Okay, let me just clamp the mic to my headphones.
All right. Let me fix
Yeah, I'm
mine.
getting a lot of static there.
I do hear some static, yep.
Hang on.
All
I
right.
need to change some settings. Hang on.
Oh, and hey, and they can hear you too. That's a miracle.
Alright, let's just change a few things here. I'm not set up for Discord, that's why.
Sorry. Yeah, we kind of. Well, thanks for being willing.
And
We'll deal with the static if that's what we got to have. That's okay. Oh, it went away. Now the question is, did Creative go away as well? He's in a server closet. I think I got some wires mixed up here. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I wonder if it's this sleep wire. It needs to go to reset. Now it's
LED super.
just fixed it.
Solder and bring up some wires in, and then we'll pull it through and make some other stuff. So let's get started.
What?
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this, and it's an LED super thingy that we can solder and bring up some wires in, and then we'll pull it through.
You guys hear Creative? I hear like a video playing.
Hello. In this video,
hey,
I'm going to show you how to make this, and it's an LED super thingy.
How do I get this thing to stop? I got it
bring
turning.
up some wires in, and then we'll pull it through and make some other stuff. So let's get started.
If you look at the
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this.
You got like
And
a
it's
web
an
browser
LED
or something
super,
going, man, that's like
thingy
playing
bob
one of your
that we
videos.
can solder and bring up some wires
Oh,
in,
am I?
and then we'll
Yeah.
pull it through and make some other stuff. So let's get started.
Yeah, right.
Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this. And it's an LED super thingy
That was my
bob
test
we
video.
can solder
For setting
and
up my
bring
mic.
up some wires in, and then we'll pull it through
I don't know. It is
and
pretty
make some
funny.
other
Yeah.
stuff. So let's get started.
That was just me rambling.
Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this. And it's an LED super thingy bob that we can solder and bring up some wires in, and then we'll pull it through and make some other stuff. So let's get
Hold
started.
on. I got to turn off the.
Hello, in this
Okay. So what's happened? So it looks like it's talking about a thingabob that you can solder and pull it through and make some other stuff. Sorry. It's just going in a loop. It's playing some audio in a loop. Did I click on something? Maybe it's not coming from one of my links. Maybe it is. Let's make sure I'm not doing it. Let's try. Hold on a second. Okay. So when I disconnected from him, it stopped. Yeah, I disconnected from him from the call just to see if it was on my side. It's definitely coming from somewhere. It's got to be a browser window or something, but yeah. Well, let's not. I mean, if you can't find it, let's not. It's okay. That's what we get. That's what we get for trying to do this on the spot. I mean, the servo's turning now. It is definitely turning. It turns like way far. And then it stops. The other audio loop that's playing is so much louder than your microphone. So I'm gonna stop it, but dang. Sorry, man. I don't know what that was. It wouldn't stop. All right, well we'll try and connect offline. Creative. Let's try and connect offline and we'll get it going. So I think what we did do back, so we're here for everybody. We did get this going. And my stepper, you can see here, when I change this state to something like, so it says it's at 80. If I change it, this is only going in intervals of 10. But if I change it to 90, it spins for a while and then stops. If I go to 80, it'll go for a minute and then stop. If I go all the way down to like 40, it's going to go for a while. And then eventually we'll stop. Okay. Well, I'm going to work with Creative on this offline over the course of the next whenevers, and I'll get something worked out that'll work really well for what I'm trying to do here. It's getting hot. It's getting hot, probably because it's just holding its place. If I take off the sleep pin, then it gets loose again. So anyways, I got some learning to do. Forgive the squirrels and forgive all the crazy things. Oh, target lambda. Okay, change this line. Okay, great. Let's do that. Oh, times 64. I see. Change that to times 10. Okay. Save that. And now that I got that API up there too, should not have give us an error. Okay. And then I'm gonna get the kids up for sign off in a minute. Thank you, Creative, for being willing to come on and help like that. Sorry to put you on the spot without having everything ready. And anyways. Set and unset the sleep pin. Yeah. Probably if I've got it set to 14, but I just need to tell it when to go on and off, right? And then what about the enable pin? The enable pin needs to be grounded. Basically multiply the slider value by that amount of turns. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's working. Oh. No. If I have this, so it's on sleep. So if I put sleep on the reset on the same thing, then it'll work. Yeah, now it's more predictable at least. Okay. Well, we made a stepper spin. Got some more work to do. Using this concept to open and close the window shutters. Well, so totally, Cisco, totally. In fact, that's what Creative has. He's got this working for his blinds. I did this. This is, I didn't do it with ESP Home, did I? It was a long time ago now. I can't remember. Maybe I did it with Remedial ESP Home way back when. Anyways, I can now go all in one direction a bunch and in another direction a bunch. So, yay. That's better than nothing. And then we just have to have it go to sleep. So, still got some work to do. Still got some stuff to do. All right, let's get the kids up. Let's sign off. We're past time. It's been a good one. Thanks everybody for being here.
It's time for sign off. 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 It's time for sign off.
Here they come. Boom, 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 up the stairs. Hey, baby. Oh, did it come today? Oh, boy. Where's everybody else? Just me and you?
Holly's at chorus.
Holly's at chorus. Okay. And probably Dawson's doing something else.
Dawson's downstairs.
We're just running
Drinking
out of
milk.
kids. We're running out of kids, huh? Okay. How do you want to sign off, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do a big smiley face. Let's smile as big as we can when we sign off. Okay, ready? As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios! Thanks, baby. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your help. We'll chat again soon. We'll work on this stepper again another time for sure. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Have a good one. Oh, and then Frank shows up right as we're ending. Now is the perfect time for Frank to go live. Okay. Thanks for showing up, Frank. Good to see you always. Alrighty. Adios, everybody.